it's Angel Vane, and this is episode 32 of My Author's Diary. So when you think about a soap opera, they have this cast of characters that we just have to follow their lives day in and day out, every day. And they have to have a good balance of characters that are quote unquote good and characters that are bad. Now, of course, they introduce certain villains that come on just for a short stint, but in just the normal day-to-day episodes that's happening on the soap opera, you kind of need that balance of good people and bad people living in the same town and interacting with each other. Now, soap operas do an amazing job of getting you to either love to hate their bad guys, their villains, or love their villains, or just hate their villains. But most of the time, as a longtime soap opera watcher, you either love to hate them or you actually just kind of love them. My favorite characters on the soap operas are typically the ones that are the bad guys. Don't judge me. Let's talk about my favorite soap opera, General Hospital. And my three favorite characters on that show right now are all bad guys. So first of all, let's blame this on Sonny Corinthos. Long time ago when I was a young girl, and I used to have the hugest crush on Maurice Bernard from when he played Nico Kelly on All My Children, who was another bad guy, all the way to convert to General Hospital, where he created the role of Sonny Corinthos. And just watching this mafia boss with a heart of gold running through and doing all types of adventures and being chased. I mean, they used to go down and do like scenes in Puerto Rico when they're rushing and racing around marinas and different things, hopping over stuff and boats exploding. It was the excitement tied into the fact that we knew Sonny as a person and we knew that he had a good heart. So even though he was in this vague criminal enterprise, and General Hospital has done a really good job of keeping that very vague, the one thing we do know is that it has nothing to do with drugs. But we really don't know what exactly type of crime is Sonny committing, because we know he does import-export and he needs to have coffee to smuggle it, but they say it's not drugs, or where they're really smuggling. We don't know that, which kind of, I guess, helps us to like him even more. But he deals with so much, and we see that he really has a good heart. He really loves his family. He's trying to do good at the same time as he does bad criminal enterprises. And that's an element that I absolutely try to convey in the villains that I write in my book. My next favorite character on General Hospital right now is Valentin Cassadine. Valentin is a man who is desperately in love with Nina, and all of his actions are around trying to secure the love of his life and ensure that she's with him for all time, but he can't seem to get out of his own way. Knowing what Valentin's underlying true motivation is for all the dastardly things that he does really helps you to understand and have empathy and sympathy for him. Valentin is the type of person who wouldn't hesitate to lie, cheat, steal, murder to ensure that he's getting what he truly wants in life, which is love. And who couldn't relate to that he would be driven to do these dastardly things because of the love that he has, this deep, passionate love that he has for Nina. And then my last favorite character on the show is Ava Jerome. And I know she is one who is hard to love, but my heart just goes out to her because Ava's in the same situation. She feels like for her to have the things that she wants in life, the love and the respect, she has to completely change herself and be someone different. And what she's really looking for is for someone to accept her and love her just as she is. And she actually got that. And then to find out that that person was a crazy serial killer, oh my gosh, you can imagine how that wrecked her mind. And that was such a terrible thing to go through. Really, the only person that she has in her life that truly accepts her for who she is her brother. And I think Mara West does an amazing job of playing that character. And I really wish that she could get her love interest, someone who actually loves her just for her being who she is, because if that happened, she would really stop doing all of this self-destructive stuff. Seeing just kind of the complexity of all three of those characters, Sonny Corinthos, Valentin Cassadine, and Ava Jerome, those are the types of villains that inspire me, and that's what I try to convey when I'm writing my villains in my books. I want you to understand the whys behind what they do so that when you look at them, you see that you're like, I don't like what you're doing, but why am I understanding what you're doing and why you're doing it? And maybe I'm not so convinced that I want you to get caught with what you're doing. That's the feeling that I want readers to have as they're reading the villains that are in my novels. If you want to continue to keep up with me and all the ups and downs that I go through as I write and publish new books, click the subscribe button and then click that little silver bell so you won't miss when I'm doing a video, and I will see you next time.